all of you sitting out there wondering, what was that? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Mr. Charles Darwin was wrong, but imagine that if today we had not evolved, if today we were still living like cavemen. It is estimated by the highly advanced species of animals, that is Homo sapiens, that the oil reserves are going to be over in the next 93 years. It is astonishing that something that took millions of years to form is going to be over so quickly. Well, that's not it. Helium reserves to run out in the next 25 years. 905 species of animals have been extinct till this second. Thousands of fishes have died due to oil spills all around the year. Well, the list does seem to be ever-ending. Thinking about it, life on Earth would certainly be different in the Paleolithic times. Would it? I agree that there wouldn't be your iPads and your smartphones to entertain you. But anyway, who values fresh air and a greener, healthier Earth these days? I guess it's a thing of the past now. Close your eyes and use the tool which will act as a time machine and quickly transport you back to the ancient times. Imagination. Close your eyes and imagine. Imagine when you open your eyes, you wake up in a small thatched hut made up of straws and you're wearing those tiger print skirts. No, not the ones you get at Gucci and Prada, but the real tiger skin. Picking up your hunting equipment, you move out of the hut. As you step out, you realize you're actually in a forest full of lush green trees and the sounds of birds chirping nearby, and perhaps even the roar of a tiger. You see a burning fire nearby and remember sitting near it during the night eating your venison and fruits. A minute ago, I just transported you back to the Paleolithic age and gave you a glimpse of how life would have been. A life in the lap of nature, free of stress and truly the survival of the fittest. Let me tell you about those lines from my favorite poem. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. I'm sorry I could not travel both. Somewhere, ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the ones less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. These lines from Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken, talks about the importance of choice that we all have in our lives. Many years ago, even humans had a choice. The choice to live in harmony with nature or move towards development. Development for humans to exploit the natural resources in order to live a comfortable life. Sadly, we've taken the latter, the road less traveled by. And that, my friend, has made all the difference. Let me give you an example. I'm sure all of you must have heard about the Great Pyramid of Giza, the largest in the world. Measurements throughout the pyramid show that the Pythagorean triangles were discovered thousands of years ago by the Egyptians, and not Pythagoras, the so-called father of geometry, lived. What if some years ago we had decided to develop like the Egyptians without harming Mother Earth? Then definitely Earth would be a better place to live in today. But now that we have chosen the road, what lies ahead? What is our destination? The destination does seem this. The destination does seem the end. These Mars 1 mission is sending 4 humans permanently to settle on planet Mars in the year 2024. Soon humans will be making their way to Mars, leaving Earth forever. Does this seem similar? It feels like the scene from the movie WALL-E, where humans leave the Earth behind, all dirty and filthy, and settle on another planet. Well, this movie does seem to come to life here. Again, we have a choice. We can change our destination. The need of the hour is idle progress. Progress in harmony with nature. Progress without destroying it. Yes, I agree that many of us have woken up to this, but still today, countries are making countless industries. Environment is surely there in their propaganda, but it is not their priority. Global warming is happening. Our actions have threatened the survival of our own species. Year after year, there are summits, the Earth Summit, the Rio Summit, held by world leaders to supposedly combat global warming. Nothing seems to stop the ice from melting. Nothing. This makes me wonder sometimes, was the caveman life better? Or was it? Each one of us is a cause of global warming, but each one of us can make choices to change that. With the things we buy, with the electricity we use, the cars we drive, we can make choices to bring our individual carbon emissions to zero. The solutions are in our hands. We just have to have the determination to make it happen. We have everything that we need to reduce carbon emissions. Everything but will. Your feedback is welcome. Use the hashtag living like a caveman and keep the discussion going. Looking forward from hearing all the lovely people out there. Thanks a lot. This is me, Gauri Agarwal, a fellow Teddy, signing off. Thanks.